We came here to finish your dream. We came here to finish your dream.
All right. If somebody was asked to describe Larontay Standard's work ethic, what would they describe? What would they say?
He don't give up. He might be tired, but he's still going 110%.
What's a college coach getting when they getting Larontay Standard?
They're getting a hard worker, dedicated to learn. A student to the game, want to learn no more, want to learn new techniques. I'm a hard worker. Always gonna be. I got that dog, coach.
What's an example?
Working out with Justin. you gotta be a dog unless you gonna leave there. Working out with Jay Green for real. If you're not, then you ain't gonna be able to work with that man. Just being there showed me the different levels I can be at.
Cool. Here we are. So, yeah, could you introduce yourself to the camera and kind of just.
Ish. Ish.
Make sure you get his girlfriend in there.
What, I gotta stop talking?
Yeah. You can hear yourself in the back.
You ready?
My name is Larontay Standard.
Camera.
I'm Larontay Standard. I was born and raised here. I'm from the west end of Louisville, where everybody know where that is. From Louisville, Kentucky. Just telling you my story and what I've been through. I'm Larontay Standard from Louisville, Kentucky. I went to DeSales High School. I'm at a JUCO in Minnesota called Fond Du Lac. And this is the day in the life of Ronnie.
Could you kind of tell us about your football story and kind of how you got started and where you're at now and kind of just walk us through?
I started when I was playing at the age of 6. My Uncle Ron introduced me into flag football over at the Shawnee Jaguars. And that's where it all started, and my daddy just took it from there. Me, working out, taking the passion of the game from him, watching the game, learning it, and now I went to New Albany for 2 years, different environment, learning, different people, different ways, I had to adjust. I went there with my cousin Rondell, Angelo, my sister Stacy, just learning something new, my mom and my dad wanted me to do something new. That's me, I was kind of a bad kid in middle school, so I didn't really get to go to the high school I wanted to. And I had to make an adjustment, and then going into my junior year, they transferred me to DeSales. And I liked that decision, to be honest with you, because I got a lot of experience and stuff from them over in that program. Coach Davis, Coach Trox, Coach Poole, Coach Perry, and Coach Foster, and all them people. And they had a big impact onto me and me keep going in my football career to make it where I want to go in life. And I always want to strive to be the best. My parents and my family members always wanted me to be better than what they was in life. And that's really what it started from.
What's a college coach getting when they getting Larontay Standard?
They're getting a hard worker, dedicated to learn. A student to the game, want to learn no more, want to learn new techniques,
Obviously, football is your first love and everything. Who inspired you to play?
Seeing like Keon Wakefield and the James Quicks and all of them, I think I went to Keon's game, one of his games, but they used to take me to him all the time to watch him and seeing him play when he was I think it's his sophomore year when they played St. X at St. X, and just seeing he was the big, main factor in that game. He was the difference maker, playmaker in that game.
So if I got a receiver, say just as skilled as you are, what's the difference between him and you?
I'm gonna outwork him. I'm gonna show him every day why he ain't better than me. Show him who I really am. I'm gonna push him just as much as he pushes me, and I'm gonna be a vocal leader. Show the coaches, show different, so I'm better. So I know more than the game than just me playing on the field, watching film, doing the small things. Studying my playbook, studying the players we playing, study their schemes, see what they do.
What about more personally, who inspired you in your personal life?
My dad, So I said he was always he was, he was a football player, so just hearing him talk about how he used to run people over and stuff like that, it made me want to do it too, in life and be better than what he was on the field and, achieve my goals in life.
What's your goals in life?
My goals in life is, get to the NFL, make sure my granny, my mama never have to work again, invest into giving back to my community and opening up different business in life, My dad got a trucking company, invest in his trucking company more when I get there. Help him buy more trucks, stuff like that.
Could you tell the camera a little bit about with your dad, how he influenced your life?
He's a big influence. He's a big motivator, He took me everything. He took me everywhere. Never complained about nothing. Well, he sometimes did, I remember sometimes he used to make me run 2 miles from here to Fly J every day. My senior year of high school, and I remember I went to a camp one time and I didn't do good. And he told me, we'll never go to another camp until you perfect your craft. And he was always a big person on perfecting my craft and all of that. And, he's a big inspiration. He's a motivator, Now he's working on his own business and doing big things out here, trying to get himself, more money than he had. And he stopped his dreams just for me. He could have went to any college. He played at Fairdale as a running back. And, he hired me, and he was like, I might as well stay here and take care of my son 110%. That's what he did. Couldn't miss a day without him. He took me everywhere.
Or could you explain your sports? Could you go into depth about your support system and how they've helped you get to where you are?
To be honest, my mom played a big role in me being like where I'm at right now. She always motivated me to be better. She never let me quit. Never, she was never a quitter. When she wanted something, she would go get it. She was always the mean but nice at the same time. She disciplined me when needed to be, but she was always my comfort. Whenever I get in trouble about my daddy or anything, she'd tell me it's all right. She always pushed me to be better than what I was. And I remember one time, I quit one time in the gym. She told me, don't ever do that. Even though it's hard, everything gonna be hard. If it was easy, everybody can do it. And she said to me, and I just kept it with me. She always been there, always been my motivator, always been my backbone of everything, Just like when I got hurt, just like my dad, she was told me the same thing. Don't leave, fight it through, stick it through, go out there, smile. God gonna bless you again to get on the field and support your teammates. Even though you hurt, support your teammates. They both told me that, And that's what I did. I was out there every day with a smile on my face, getting better, taking mental reps.
So could you tell me about Ronnie, how he was as a child growing up?
He was sweet. Didn't give me any problems. He was always on the go.
So what's your favorite football memory of him?
When he made Player of the Week. It was against Fern Creek. I think it was his junior year. Maybe they threw a 40-yard pass to him. He caught it, touchdown, made Player of the Week.
How'd you feel about him making the Dean's List?
Man, I posted it everywhere. I was proud.
What's your favorite Little League memory?
Which one you want me to pick?
Yeah, I got time.
Let's see. Because he motivates his teammates, too, in Little League. He was the coach. He was the player. He was a quarterback. He wanted to do everything. I don't remember what team we was playing, but I told him every time he sacked the quarterback, I would get him a pair of shoes. It's the boy that sacked the quarterback like 4 times.
Oh. Did you get him 4 pair of shoes?
No. No, we didn't get him 4 pair of shoes.
What was Ronnie like in high school?
New Albany or DeSales? Which school we talking about?
Let's do New Albany first.
New Albany, his freshman year, his sophomore year. I think he's always been if I meet you, you my family type of person. He's never met a stranger. So when he got over there, I think he only knew Rondell and his other cousin. But when he left, everybody was his family.
Good guy.
He is.
I dig
He's
it.
always taking somebody up underneath his wing.
Could you describe Ronnie's work ethic to me?
He's a hard worker. Right now, he works, 7 to 7? And then he comes home. He has classes at 11. Well, it's 10 o'clock in Minnesota, but here it's 11. And then he makes sure he get his workout in every single day. And then he still finds time, because of course he's got a stepkid now, to go see her every single day.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
A successful businessman, if football field, being able to give back to my community, opening up resource centers for the kids, for school, and stuff like that. I've always been a big person trying to give back and being helpful to others.
Rondell Moore, that's a pretty big name in Louisville, man. What's it like, I guess, being a cousin of Rondell, playing with him? What was that kind of like? Did you get overshadowed, or was it not like that type of situation? Or I guess, what's your feelings towards being Rondell's cousin and then you playing football and your legacy?
I would say it's not a big overshadow. He doesn't put pressure on nobody else. He's a man. He handles his own. I mean, we talk, but we don't talk about football, stuff like that. We talk about doing other stuff, going out of town, talking to girls, high school stuff, like kids like this. Let's go to a party or something, let's hanging out at, let's go get something to eat, stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it's a big pressure being his cousin or anything. He's just laid back dude like everybody else. We all pretty chill. We do the same thing. It's my dog. We work out together when he's home. Take it to the game. I talk to him all the time. Stuff like that. He gives me ideas. I tell him, like, like, he didn't get to play this weekend. He's like, shit, side, I'm gonna turn the city up, turn the world up. Like, we motivate each other. He's a motivation. To go harder, because he's better to be in the league, and that's where I'm going to be at the next couple of years. So he just, guided me through some of the stuff that he had to go through and stuff like that.
Run me through, like, what troubles did you have in high school that kind of held you back?
Not focused in school. A big thing about me, I wasn't really focused in high school. I didn't take school serious. I did the 2-3 workouts a day. I did all of that. I wasn't taking the school, me being in school, serious. I 2.5. Had a 16 on the ACT. Not taking it serious. I could have been in a different situation, but you live, you learn how to go down a different path and do it on my own. I'm a dean. I'm on the dean's list. I'm at 3.5 GPA where I'm at.
For you to get the dean's list in college, man, you had to be disciplined, man. Walk me through that. Now, what was that like? What's that grind like, playing ball?
It's called mismanagement, for real. Time management. You got to be willing. To make A's and B's, man, for real. Not hard, but you got to be dedicated. You got to be focused. You can't let the small things distract you. I didn't really come out my dorm room. I didn't really go to parties. I played the game. Homework, worked out 6 in the morning, go to class at 9, and, get home, get back into my dorm room. I talk to my mom, my dad, my people I talk to every day, my dorm mates. They was a big help too. My dorm mate, roommate Chris, he's a good dude. Smart dude. If I didn't know something, I can always ask him. And never, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I wasn't afraid to ask for help. If I didn't understand it, I wasn't afraid to ask somebody else. And that's a big part of me making the dean's list and studying. Being on top of everything. If I got a paper due, at least get it started 4 or 5 weeks ahead of time. Stuff like that. I got a big math test. Study 2 weeks ahead. getting prepared for it, you know, studying the materials and learning. You know, I got some study ideas from this dude, my cousin Brandon. You know, in high school, my dad used to make me go to tutoring at least an hour a day before I went to training. So studying for real and being dedicated and putting that in your head. When you get there, I gotta make the dean's list. I don't care what I gotta do, but I'm gonna make the dean's list. And that was my mindset, and it's still my mindset to this day.
About the JUCO life.
JUCO life's pretty hard, man. You either eat or starve. If you ain't got it in you, then it ain't really for you. Cause if you can survive JUCO, you can survive anywhere. Cause JUCO's the hardest of hard. Seeing people eat syrup sandwiches, you know. Just sugar on the sandwich, sugar water, Kool-Aid, trying to make something flavor, because everybody ain't got it. You know, everybody's scratching to be the best. It's the heart of the hard for real down there in JUCO. And JUCO life is not what everybody thinks. It's really hard.
It's not like the Netflix series.
Yeah, it's really like that.
Okay.
Fighting and people stealing from you, and just to get through the week for them. Eating, not knowing what you're gonna eat at night, sleeping outside. Like, some people, it's really hard like that. That's how it is.
What's your plan to get out?
What I'm doing now, grinding, staying focused, get the grades, you know, get the coaches. You know, my head coach he's a good man. You know, he tells us all the time, if you ain't putting the work in, I ain't gonna put your name on it, because I ain't gonna lie for no man.
Could you describe your love for football?
Love it. It's just life. It's just life. Besides doing the other stuff, you know, going to school, football is really life. Football, I love that shit. Yeah, it's hard for cussing, but hey, I love it. And you know, you can show your generations and show your nephews and your cousins and all of them, inspire them to play football. And I like that, because I got little cousins that want to play. You know, like little Robbie and little Jay Maury and all of them, you know. Little cousins that like to play football because they see me play and do good on the field. You know, they want to be like that.
To give, if you had 10 seconds to tell a college coach anything, what would it be?
I'm ready, coach. Ready to be there, ready to learn. Hard worker, you know. Take school very serious and coachable kid. I like to learn from my mistakes, you know. I like, in college, I didn't know how to watch film, so I went to my coaches and, you know, they taught me how to watch film and what to watch and how to watch, and, you know, still trying to learn new stuff to the game. And, you know, I want to learn new techniques from different coaches and being able to, you know, take the knowledge from them that they have to feed into my game and make me a better person, you know. You know, learning different ways to be a better man from another coach.
Oh, you made honorable mention in 6 games?
Yup. 3 interceptions, 30-some tackles, 2 blocked field goals.
That's pretty nice numbers, man. You looking to start this year?
Yeah. No, like, I'm going into camp as a dog. Like, I'm out working everybody, you know. I don't see nothing.